On social media, I think it's hard to decipher how good the quality is, how credible it is, if you can trust it or not, and that's how it is for everything online pretty much. So that's where I like to go to the articles, New York Times, Detroit Free Press, and such. I think those can be more credible than Twitter sometimes, and people's opinions are on Twitter a lot, so it's not as accurate as like professionals.
On mainstream media, I feel like it's a similar concern to what I have for social media. I feel like it's people not double checking their information and just going by with whatever anyone else says. And I think it's very important for you as someone who plans to vote to be able to make your own decision based on your own information that you've gathered from credible websites.
Since one person has a platform, they could spread misinformation, and it spreads like wildfire, and it's not even true. And I've seen that happen before in real time, and it's scary.
There's a lot of bias depending what you're looking at. Some people could think one way, and their opinions could go that way without thinking of, say, the other side of things. Like there's two sides of every problem, and people's bias can definitely shift one problem one way instead of the other.
Because it's mainstream, they have, I feel like they have a particular quota that they have to meet. And so sometimes the information can come off as very biased in a way. But I feel like it's up to the viewers to really make sure that what they're receiving is correct information, if that makes sense.
Like I said, with a lot of different extremes, I'm concerned that they're starting things that they don't realize, like they're stirring a pot of like anger and hate and like lots of different things that they don't realize is happening. And I feel like consuming that can stir that within yourself and not even realize. So I think that's why I don't really like that as much, because I feel like it's just a big, almost like money game, almost like how many viewers can we get to say the most outrageous things. So I think that.
To eliminate bias, I think they could get more people on like TV, for example, that are like opposite ends of the political spectrum, to get both sides of each story, you know, to give people examples of what they think is like important in the problem or the other side thinks is important. So those two opinions could clash together, and then the people watching could form opinions on their own.
Like if mainstream media had a more balance of positive and negative information and news, I feel like it would create trust between viewers. Because I feel like a lot of mainstream media is very much like mostly negative all the time. And so like if we had more balance of more positive, genuine, good things happening in the world, people would feel more comfortable to trust mainstream.
Less bias, less negativity, more facts, it'd be nice to have just like the world isn't set on fire and burning and we're all just doomed. That'd be nice. I'd like to see more things that are happening that aren't just doom and gloom. That would be quite nice. I think it'd be nice to see some sort of just like, along with that, some sort of hope, some sort of like rally for hope that we can all kind of like get behind, instead of like every time you turn on the news, it's like everything's going to crap and like there's no point in doing anything because everything's already awful, you know? So.